everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm Shubham and you're watching Let Written App. So in this video we will talk about how we can use Z-Stack in Swift UI so that we can put one view on top of another view. We cannot support this thing in Swift UI by using VStack or HStack. So let's look into the demo first and then we will see how we can create this kind of functionality. So this is a demo. Let's click on this thing, and as we click on this thing we will load this thing. So there is a background image, and on that image we are having two buttons and one logo, which is my logo right now. And this is what we have done by we are using Z-Stack. So by the end of this video we are able to use Z-Stack in Swift UI, and we can put one view on top of the another view. And if you want more Swift UI or Swift programming tutorials, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of all my other videos. And don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have any query or suggestion, please post that thing in the comment box. So let's start the video. Let's create an app. So open and export, click on single view application, click on next and give the whatever name you want to give. I'm giving Z-Stack demo like this, and be sure that user interface should be Swift UI, and click on next and create this project where you want to create. Now after creating this project we will see this kind of UI in which we are having a default content view, and we need to resume this thing to see the preview that whatever we have designed over here. So as we know that we are having in Swift UI we are having a VStack and HStack to arrange the things on the screen, but when sometimes we need that we are having some kind of a view and then we have some text over that view or over the image, then what we can do that, because that cannot be arranged we are using HStack or VStack. So for that we will use a Z-Stack. So simply place Z-Stack like this, and in Z-Stack first we need to integrate one image. I'm just removing this thing and just integrate one image, and simply write image and the name of the image. So there is no image right now in the asset folder, so let's add one image in the asset folder on the desktop, which we have seen in the demo part. So this is the image, the name is like demo with 2 or 3 O's like this. Now let's resume this thing and see that how is it looking. So it's looking something like this. It's little bit stretched, so let's make it resizable so that we can fix this thing on the screen. Dot scale to fill, and the last thing which we have to do is that we need to, so by doing this thing it will fit it on the screen, so there is a safe area is remaining. So for that we have to just do one more thing, that we have to ignore the edges, or just like ignoring safe area, and we have to ignore all the safe area things. So simply like this, and by doing this thing we have fitted this image on the whole screen. Now whatever we have to integrate, for example if we want to integrate some text or button, we have to just simply place these things over here. So I'm just putting one button over here, and in this we have to take this method, and in the action I'm just printing simple like button is clicked or sign up button is clicked, because we are going to use login button also on the screen as we have seen in the demo like this. And in this label we have to put the values like whatever we want to show on that button and how the button look like. So simply use text property, text view, and simply like this, and it's like sign up. So that button is created over here. I don't know that you are able to see this button or not. So it's not coming on the full screen, and even the background color is not good. So let's change the background color of this button. First we need to change the frames of this button, so simply write frame, and in this we have to provide the width according to the screen size. So we have to create one variable over here, so where screen size equals to UI screen dot main dot bounds like this, and in width we have to pass screen size dot width. And if we provide this width to this button, then it will completely cover the whole width, but we want to reduce the width like from 240 pixels though. So there is 20 pixel space from the leading and 20 pixel space from the trailing, and we want to provide a height of like 50 pixels, and we don't want to provide any kind of alignment. Now in the next part we have to there is an issue, we need to fix this thing. So this button is not coming in perfect way, so let's give a background color to this view, like background color, and it should be like color, C should be capital, color dot orange, It's totally up to you that what color you want to give, and it's now looking completely fine. Now let's give a corner radius, and it should be like 5 pixels, like this. So this will create a complete good looking button, as we have seen in the as we seen in the demo. Now let's change the text of this sign up, the color of this text. So dot foreground color. I know these properties, remembering all these properties quite complex right now, but once you get a habit of all these things, then it's very easy for you to understand all these things. And I'm also changing the font size of this uh, thing. So I'm using dot system font, and we need to provide a size. So it's like 22 pixels size. So it will increase little bit. So this button is looking quite cool. Now we have to create one more button of same kind. But as we know that we want those button one by one, so we need to put those things in a VStack. So simply take VStack over here like this and put this button in that VStack. And okay, we have to remove this thing and place one button over here also. So it will take two buttons as we've seen. Now let's change this top button to login like this, and we have to change this thing also, that login button clicked. So in Swift UI things are quite complex because all the things are written in similar files. We can create a different class for this button, and we can use the things and get the callbacks. But right now I'm not doing that thing. We will do that thing in some other video. So this is, I'm just doing a commenting so that it is easy to us to understand the thing. Login button, and this is sign up button, like this. Now there is no space between these two buttons, so for giving a space between these two buttons we need to provide one property over here, and that is spacing, and it's like 20 pixels of spacing is sufficient for my side. So this is looking cool. It's very simple to create this thing. But now we want an image over here, as we have seen in the demo. So if we try to put an image over here, then all the three things, this button and that image, all three things are having a 20 pixel spacing between them. So we don't want that thing. So we need to create one more VStack. So we have to create VStack over here like this, and we have to put this VStack in top VStack. So let's cut this thing and place the VStack over here, and we have to put the image over here. So simply write image and give the name to this image. So I'm just quickly copying the image from my assets. Just move on the assets and drag and drop an image. So I've drag and drop my logo. So just put the name of that image over here and resume this thing again to see that is the image is coming or not in this VStack. So it is working, I guess. Yeah, so the image is quite big. So let's make this thing a resizable so that we can resize this thing. And also we need to provide a frames to this image, and the frame is like 200 pixels and 200 pixel of height. We don't need to provide any kind of alignment like this. So this is how we can give an image or give up frames to this any kind of view. Now there is no space, so we need to provide a space. So we need to provide a spacing over here. So basically this is one VStack in which we are having a two elements, that is one this image as well as this complete VStack. So the spacing which we will provide over here, that only works between these two views. So spacing like this, and the spacing should be like 130 pixels or 150 pixels. It's totally up to you. So now it's looking something like this, and even we can increase the spacing like 150 pixels, and it is also looking cool. But there is one issue, that all the things which we have provided over here are coming in center. We want that whatever view is creating, it's coming from the top, like 50 pixels from the top. So for that we have to put one spacer at the end of this VStack, so that it can push all the things at the top. It will completely fill the things from the bottom like this. So the space which is coming from the bottom, it will move all the things to the top. Now there is one more issue, that it is touching from the top. We want some kind of space from the top. So for that we will provide a padding to this VStack. So dot padding. like this, and it's like from top, and the padding should be like 50 pixels. So this is what we have created till so far, and it's quite easy. As you guys see that it is very fast to create all these things once you get practiced that what we have to do and what we have to use. So Swift UI is a very powerful framework which is provided by the Apple, and I'm just learning Swift UI right now, so that's why I'm able to do these things quite faster. And if you really want to learn Swift UI, please subscribe this channel so that I can post more and more videos and I get motivation from you that yeah, I'm creating a good content. So this is for today. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have any query or suggestion, please post that thing in the comment box and let me know in the comment section that what you like about Swift UI. And if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So meet you in the next video. Thank you.